Trust me, I'm not crazy. This is gonna work. We're in the shop. It's FJ day. We are gonna tackle some stuff. I gotta get this project cracking. We gotta get some stuff done. We're buttoning up more loose ends today. First things first, headers. I am gonna rip this header off, get that header bolted on it, and see if I can't get some exhaust ran out on this thing, because my goal is to have it running next week. Maybe not done, but running. If I can get the exhaust done, then I can get the orbital valve setting down in there and get steering dealt with, and maybe some front fender action. Hey, Scout Dog, come here. Oh, look at that. My shop dog come in to see what he could steal from me and chew on, because that's what he's in that stage where he just gnaws on everything. Still waiting on Ori mounts. I have Oris. They're right here. We got those. We are just currently waiting on a mount. Dar's supposed to call me today. I think he's picking them up, hopefully. Fingers crossed, we're gonna get those. Here we go. All right, old header, old new header off. New header fit. It's close-ish. I think basically that has to be clocked different. So this is sticking out to the frame and it's hitting. We're gonna cut it off. So I'm just gonna cut that off. I'll weld my pipe right to the bottom of it. Yep, that's the plan. Let's try that. All right, so I'll put this on, show you what I got going here. I think it's gonna work. It's gonna come forward. Gonna have to come up under, barely miss the frame right there, and tie in, but that is gonna work. Gonna miss my drive line. I can start manufacturing some exhaust to go down, around, and under right now. So we'll get after it, get some exhaust plumbed on this thing.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, I've lost my...
marbles.
No, I have those. I've lost my 2-into-1 Y connector for my exhaust for my FJ. I held it in my hand. I've seen it. I know it's in this shop. I can't find it. Michelle keeps messing my whole shop up. I don't even know where stuff is down here.
Yeah, I don't. All right, I think, what? You found it right off the bat? No, you didn't.
False alarm, that's not it.
So we also need to discuss something that's been happening online lately, which is people are trying to sell our merch. So if you guys wanted to order something from our store and it doesn't say thefabrats.com, then you're not ordering it from us. And we're trying to get a handle on that. So that's what's been going on lately, is we've been having to contact lawyers to shut people down that are scalping our logo and putting them on under quality apparel and trying to sell them. If it's not from thefabrats.com, don't buy it from there, please, because we don't know those people and they're just using our stuff. Buyers beware. We were talking about him losing his marbles.
So, like, I've been cleaning this up all morning looking for this. I brought the Oris over and set them in here, and the box I'm looking for, and sat it inside of this.
This morning.
Hey, I did tell you that box was in there, by the way.
Randall
and
found
it happened
them.
to be the one.
Yep, that's what I've been hunting right there.
Oh, I'm just glad it's been found.
Me too. Okay.
All right, back to work.
Now I can build the exhaust. But Dar just called me, and he's got my rear Ori mounts, and we're gonna blaze the canab and meet him and get them from him. So.
And I'm not invited, they said, because I have to edit a video. How rude.
We don't want her to eat all the food either.
As long as they bring me food, I'll be fine.
Wendy's, here we come. All right, we are currently en route to Canab to meet Papa Dar to get ourselves some Ori mounts. We can get Oris installed and exhaust put on it. We're gonna be happening this week, so here we go.
Papa Dar rolling in. Save the day.
I can go to work. Fancy cameraman. Got a new fancy cameraman right there. Thank you, sir. See ya. Now we got some stuff to do, Randall.
Go get to work.
Yep. All right, we got us a little Wendy's. Got us some parts. We'll go put some stuff together. Take the editor-in-chief her Wendy's so she can eat that. Make her happy. We'll go build stuff. These are what we've been waiting for. We're gonna slide this through here, like so. And then we'll weld this thing together. And then we'll take and cut the middle out of this for the Ori. And then we know it fits exactly and it'll be lined up. We've done them different before, but this is the best way to do it. So that's how I'm doing it now. We'll tack this all together, cut them apart, and she'll be good to go. Alright, we got these things completely welded up. I lied to you. I just found a couple spots that I'm not done with, but I'll finish that. And then we're going to take a Sawzall, just cut it in half, cut the piece out that we need, and slide the Ori in there. Once it's cooled off, we want to let it cool clear off so it doesn't heat pull. Then we can start putting Oris in the back of this thing. So these are my things. I got to set them in, mark it, and cut them out. Should be pretty easy, but I don't have any bolts, and I need a 7-inch bolt. By that big around looks like 1/2 inch, so we're gonna have to run to the store and get us a bolt. This thing's turning into like the project of driving around instead of working on it. But once we get the bolts, these can go in, and then we can lift it up and finish the exhaust that I started this morning and get that project handled. Then we'll be getting somewhere. Sixes, what did I say?
7s.
They got 6s. Oh, there's 7s right there. Alright, found them. We're ready. Now we just got to cut this, mark this out, cut her off, and then we're done. Real close. Now let's see if we did enough. Oh yeah. Like a glove. Lines right up. Okay, I guess we can put Oris together and mock them up, set this in the frame, weld it in. My brackets came with tabs, which is nice. To get me a little bit of a hammer device. Tap, tap, taparoo. There's one all put together. We go do the other one and we can start getting serious and cut the frame. Now we'll figure out where this fits. And then we'll take and notch the frame, set it back in. Oh, still feeling the effects of my basketball game. It's gonna have to be in there a long ways to not rub, but we're gonna do that. Basically, it needs to go flush with the bottom of the frame. So we just cut the whole thing out, clear over, and box it in there. And then articulate it and hope that this doesn't rub. I can roll this thing sideways and mount it right off the back of there. That's probably how things are gonna happen.
As hard as you are on things, I'd give yourself more room for error instead of less.
I'll go get a marker. Got one. And we'll mark this sucker out. As long as I'm not gonna interfere there, that's bottomed out. So that should be as close as that ever gets. Is right there. Ouch. My fingers weren't as tough as I thought they were right there. I'm just trying to decipher best, because when this articulates, this is gonna come way over here. So, but I'm gonna sink this in 2 inches, so it's gonna come back in here 2 more inches. I like it somewhere right there. I think we can make that work.
Guess you can leave a comment and see how many times you're gonna cut this back off of here.
One time, because once I cut a big hole in the frame, it's gotta work at that point. There's no second chances. Well, it's metal. I can weld it back together. I think that's gonna work. I'll just chase that over. And we'll set it right in there.
Do it then.
You sound confident, Randall.
No going back now.
We're about to that point where it's for reals.
There's for sure no going back now.
She's good. Trust me, I'm not crazy. This is gonna work.
It's like it was meant to be there.
About as soon as I cut the bottom of this off to the proper angle here, then it's gonna look like it was meant to be there. Should be able to chop, 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 weld it in, and it should be as tough as it was before.
In theory, right?
I like some theories. You gotta do just a little grinding, and then they'll fit perfect. We can weld that thing in.
Got that all ground up, looking like she slid right in, no sweat.
It looks like we almost knew what we were doing this whole time. Can you
Starting
believe it?
to not doubt you so much now.
If I could get Michelle convinced of that, yeah, that's gonna work pretty slickery. I may just mount that thing straight to the top of that. I haven't fully decided where the bottom's going, but the top obviously is going right there.
Every Toyota lover around the world just shed a few tears.
They got over that a while ago on this project. He says he's a Toyota guy, but the only thing Toyota is the cab here. What's going on?
And he butchered a unicorn.
I didn't butcher it. I'm trimming it and grooming it. I'd like to mount them right out here. If I could do that and mount it something like that, I think that'd work.
Have to build a bracket for the bottom then, or
Yeah,
just
I'll have to build a tab that comes off of this. I'm satisfied with the top. I like it. That's gonna hold together and it's gonna be good. Then I'm gonna have to cut a little groove right here in the bottom, a U-shaped part out so that this won't hit it for sure, won't hit my Ori when it flexes up. We're gonna build tabs and tack this all in, and then we're gonna flex it up and make sure everything's happy here before we weld everything permanent like. There we go. I like it. And that's the only person that matters. Well, Michelle. But she doesn't know any different.
I don't know. She might tell you how that goes.
She might. She might be. Well, the combobulator's hooked to the thingy whacker and it's not jiving. I don't know what's going on.
Now you're gonna have to handle that tab down there.
That's what I'm dreaming up right now. Trying to get my brain wrapped around exactly how I want that to function, and then we'll go ahead and put this thing together.
We'll get back to you when we get this all figured out.
It's gonna be a minute.
Some ichromating coming into play right now.
We're gonna tack this thing. I think I found a happy spot. Nothing's hitting. It's kind of a tight fit down in here. See any problems with that?
Pretty good to me.
My only concern is flex. We're about to find that out. All right, this is gonna work. At the bottom, we got tire clearance. I think this is gonna work. I'm gonna weld that other one in. We'll finish weld this one in, and we'll put the bed back on it. Just welding some tabs on here, just for some support. What's up, Lando?
How was school?
Okay, I guess we'll go today at school.
Good as it can be.
Yeah. Okay, now it's built. That's never fallen off. If it does, we've got bigger problems. Now we just gotta try to match it over on that side. Done. Then we can put exhaust on this thing today. Doesn't hit, but I'm gonna notch it just a little around that just so I know it doesn't hit, but full drop and basically full squish on that side. Pretty sweet. Carve a little out of that with the old plasma when we take the Ories off and grind it all up. I might box that in too. Probably will, so it's not flat, so that dirt doesn't stick in there. I'll do that. Weld that all in, it'll just make it tougher. Now if I could just snap my fingers and the other side was done, it'd be great. So, Ories are in it. We got it handled. Everything is buttoned up. Basically, they're done. Turned out pretty dang good, just like I imagined. right now, we're gonna move on to exhaust work. Moving on. So what I'm thinking here is this is gonna have to go right in here somewhere like that. So what I'm gonna do first is build the one that comes off of this header down, plumbs in the top. Then this bottom one will go underneath of it, around the front and tie back into that header. Roughly 26 inches of pipe. All right, we're gonna go ahead and cut this piece off. So let's go 29 inches. We needed 26. That way we got a little to burn. A little more tweaking, quite a lot more actually. Some more bend out of it. That black stuff they put on here is pretty nasty. What do you think about that?
Looks like it's getting pretty close right
It
there.
does look like it's pretty fair okay, huh? All right, now all we gotta do, stretch that back round and make it fit inside of that.
Gotta fit right up inside of this pipe here. Fit
Like a glove. Gotta grind that off. Oh yeah. So I think I gotta come down the outside with this one, like so, and then come down the inside with the other one, is what it's looking like to me.
Have to shorten it up so you got more space to turn that sideways.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark it right here.
She's a little tight.
What do you think of that?
It's looking a lot better. That link bar can't come up and hit right there, can it?
Well, it needs to go up about 2 more inches. It just needs bent more. It's usually not recommended what I'm doing.
Why is that not recommended?
I'll show you. It puts a ding in this pipe. See this hump?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. That's the stuff dreams are made of right there. And we'll keep that other one right up tight to it. We'll start tightening stuff and tacking stuff in place maybe. Then we can build the 3-inch one out. I don't know, I guess we can just tackle this. This is gonna suck. Oh, that's gonna be a tight little tight ski. It's gonna have to come down, under, and 90. Oh. There's gonna be lots of bending right there.
And just like that.
Now we gotta try to decipher.
How low you go before you bend that?
Yeah, where the center of the bend's gonna need to be. We're gonna go 10 inches in the center of the bend. We can go eyeball it. Not enough yet.
More bend still.
Alright.
Still a measurement for a 90.
Just did it. Micrometer says that's the spot. There's 90. Alright, that's gonna go something like that. Not quite enough yet, but I'm digging everything else. That's pretty good. We just gotta kink this one. What? We'll give it another 10 and see what that does. It's easier to do a little more than say, dang it, I went too much.
Whew.
Thought I was gonna whack you on top of the frame with that.
That could have probably woke me up just a little bit.
You wait until you see the video. My brother beamed me on top of the head.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. About, it knocked me almost down. It hit me right on top. I still got a little bit of a cut right there.
That's probably why everything's been going so good today.
Maybe so.
Knocked some sense into you.
That's possible. Hard to believe.
Was it with the muffler?
It was with a chunk of pipe this big.
Ooh.
All right, I'm gonna need you to hold that right there for me. Is that?
It's close.
Hold it up where it needs to be there.
Okay. Right about there.
Okay. I'm happy with that. I'll pull it out, do a little bend, kink, twist, cut, slap, boom. We win.
How exact does that gotta be right there on this?
We'll get it. I'm gonna try to slip these two together back here so they'll hold.
Okay.
Look at that. You didn't even know I was that skilled, did you, Randall?
I had my doubt.
Okay, basically what I'm gonna do here is flare the crap out of that till it'll go up over that.
Okay.
And then we're gonna slip it up over it and weld her in there. That's the gist of how it needs to work though. Dual 2.5 to 3 inch. 50 series Flowmaster right out the back. She's gonna sound good. Fairly quiet, but have a little rumble. I'm gonna tack this in place. I like it. Okay, there's full squish. We got clearance there.
It appears that it clears. Yeah, there's
A skosh.
there's at least a quarter of an inch, almost a half inch. She's plenty.
That's good. I dig it. Exhaust is going in. Now we can let's design that 3 inch out the back with the muffler, and we're gonna have to build it squished because that's the closest to the muffler. So we'll figure out where it fits and put her in. So we're thinking this muffler basically is gonna fit right there. That should clear everything still. It should be high enough. We'll get some 3 inch pipe back to here at least, and then we can get it cut off. And then my goal is to fit right up through there and come out right here and turn down right here. See if we can make it fit. Okay. That's gonna go in something like that. Bend's gonna be right. I'm gonna kink it. I'm gonna kink it up first. Just barely. Just enough to get it up where we need it. Like so. And then I need it to kink up right there. That needs to be the top of it. It's gonna be close. Something like that. Now we gotta figure out where it gets cut off at. Okay, we need to kink this back as tight as we can kink it back, and then we got to cut it off right after the kink. We're going to cut it off right there. She's tight. Everywhere tight. I'm gonna go ahead and tack weld it, I think, and then I can put the rest of it up in there and see what it looks like. Get that muffler setting in there. Now I can take this, slip it. How much clearance do we have between the rear end and that? Oh, there's enough. We need to let it down and check that and see what it's gonna look like right there. It's tight. Yeah, but I knew it was gonna be. It's where it needs to set, but it can't set there because the pipe hits when it travels. I believe we've got everything how we want it. It's super tight. There's not much clearance in here. We're gonna have to set the muffler setting upwards instead of flat because there's just no clearance, but it's gonna fit. And then we'll worry about getting it muffler hangers on it and the tailpipe. Muffler hanger on her is tack welded. I tack weld her to the frame. Now we can go ahead and build the tailpipe. We got to do that at full squish because there's no room.
It's got to come through a little hole back here about that big. She hits.
I should have just tacked it, Randall.
Hey. We got some clearance here.
Just enough.
Enough.
I'm gonna bend something that'll come out, then we'll come down on the side of the tank and dump it down right there. So we kind of smashed the bottom of that muffler.
ovaled it enough it's not gonna go in.
Oh, it's gonna go in. Alright, it's in. This is the test.
Didn't hit.
No, it didn't. I mean, it's close everywhere, but it ain't hitting, man. We'll put a bend in it right here somewhere. Turn it down, and we'll be done. That's away from the fuel tank. Away from there. I'll cut that off right there. I think I like it.
Gonna work, ain't it?
Yeah. We got this thing all put together. Getting late, it's dark outside. Me and Randall have had enough for the day. We're going home, so exhaust is done, 40s are done, suspension's all done, bed and fenders are up next, so thanks for watching.